My stream's on.
Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack.
You're off.
Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety.
You also have to have it set on your screen that allows voices down.
I did. That should work. Yeah. I just turned mine off.
The specific cowboy.
That's good then?
So,
I'm trying to get in here. Alright, I have to go to the YouTube app.
I'm posting the chat now.
Hey. Yeah, I just heard myself on your phone.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?
I'm calling this on the phone.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the music city of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
Good evening, everybody. We are back for yet another NFASL AFC wildcard tilt. This is the third of a triple header. We saw the Steelers advance earlier today, as well as the Kansas City Chiefs, and now up to the plate are the Jacksonville Jaguars and Tennessee Titans, a 2-7 matchup here. Hello, everyone. I'm Thomas Jones IV, and with me in the booth is Zach Sarkwitz, coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. And Coach Zach, we look at Coach Stu and the Jaguars, a former Super Bowl champion in the NFASL. What do you expect his offense to try to do here early in this game?
Well, if I know Stu, it's going to be a heavy dose of read option and deep passes. Can't see him doing anything else, and as you see here, the first play is a deep pass.
DJ Chark, that's his favorite target, the Pro Bowler this season, having himself a nice year, leading the team in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Gardner Minshew, this is again the Cinderella team of the AFC, but 9-7 with his starting class of 13 rookies. Minshew back to throwing on second down. He is looking up the field. He's got his man Laviska Shenault, one of the more promising rookies out of the University of Colorado. The running back receiver hybrid gets the first. Here's Minshew now on first down and 10 from the 39-yard line. It's the handoff to Shenault, and he's brought down after a short gain. So, Coach, you see the defense from Tennessee early up on the run game.
And frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second
Gardner
and 7.
Minshew on that last play handing it off to Shenault. The run game for Jacksonville is going to have to get going. This Tennessee front seven is one of the best in the NFASL. And in order for Minshew to get time to throw the ball, you're going to have to set up that run game first.
Down just shy of midfield.
Here's second and 7 here. Is a handoff to Shenault. A good one at that. He fights for the first down. Looks like he got it to the 49-yard line.
Nice steady gain.
Tennessee's coming out in the nickel. They're dropping the safety, but they're still coming out in the nickel. So I'm Jacksonville. I'm still pounding this rock.
Yep, and you see that soft box. The two safeties are 15 yards away. And on inches here, third inches, James Robinson there. Another impressive rookie from Illinois State gets the first down.
First down, Jacksonville operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's
42-yard line to go. And Zach, it looks like that Tennessee defense is okay with playing this cover 2 defense.
Yeah, I didn't catch many Tennessee games this year, so I'm not really sure what to expect out of him.
He's definitely one of those users that plays a lot of balanced concepts. He runs the ball a lot, but his passing, he'll go down the field and stretch your secondary and then try to bully you in that second half with Derrick Henry. On the defensive side of the ball, you see a lot of talent all over the three levels here. Second down and 7. This is a throw to Chark. He's got the first down and more. Down the right sideline. DJ Chark is off to the races. He's gone. Jacksonville strikes first in this wild card battle, and Chark with the 35-yard score.
And I've talked with
Just knew that kick made her extreme. You know, I was just about to say that how conservative it seemed like Tennessee was playing right now. Like, they're not really attacking. They had a lot of people, you know, they kept the play in front of them on that, but they still just couldn't capitalize.
We're seeing it early in this one.
So the Titans are going to get the ball back on offense for their first time. And Tennessee is trailing by 7. This is a battle in the AFC South that they have won the first 2 matchups. Game 1 went to Tennessee 42-28. Game 2, Tennessee scored even more, and that one dropping 58 points on Jacksonville. So this is an offense that has a lot of confidence against this Jacksonville defense.
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah, anytime you come out and score 100 points in 2 games on somebody, you got to feel pretty good.
See that first down carry to Derrick Henry. Get used to seeing that number there for Derrick Henry. If he's able to hold those runs only 1 to 2 yards, that's a huge advantage for Jacksonville.
Jacksonville seems to be playing a 3-4 front.
Second down and 9.
Soft box.
Tannehill back to throw from the gun. And they drop those guys back in coverage, Zach. And you see the nice throw and catch to A.J. Brown. Guys are dropping like flies. A.J. Brown is brought down after a huge gain inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
Wow.
My goodness, that is incredible.
Shoddy tackling from Jacksonville there.
Yeah, you're seeing defenders fly out of the picture there as A.J. Brown was able to zig and zag his way into the red zone. Tennessee now down here as you see Khalif Raymond check into the game. And I saw this play a little bit earlier, the Kansas City-Cincinnati game, where with option here.
He fools everyone!
He's going to keep it, and he's got the touchdown. Khalif Raymond is able to get Tennessee in the end zone of their first drive of the game, and we're already just halfway through this first quarter, an extra point away from being knotted at 7.
What a play call. I mean, the entire defense bit.
Yeah, they absolutely fell for that handoff there, and when you have Derrick Henry next to you, I mean, I can't necessarily blame him.
And it resulted in a touchdown.
Yeah, that's fair.
That drive was 4 plays, 75 yards, and I called the AFC game from Week 17 for Jacksonville against Indianapolis, where same type of thing, these two teams had some big scores early, and then they started to settle in. Let's see if that is the case in this wild card game. So the Patriots are looking on here. They had the first round bye, finishing 16-0 in the regular season. If Jacksonville is able to win this game, Zach, that's who New England would face in the next round.
You think maybe that might put a little fear into the Patriots coach's heart?
We're going to find out as Shenault gets that nice swing pass to the 34-yard line. And interesting question there. I know that there is absolutely history between those two ball clubs, Jacksonville and New England. I think they both feel like they gifted the other their lone Super Bowls. So definitely would be an intriguing matchup. And if Tennessee is able to win this game, they'll face Kansas City next week, and the Steelers, who were able to outlast the Ravens, will come to New England next week. So first down and 10, that was a nice run there from Shenault to the 36-yard line. So good run thus far from Jacksonville's offense.
Well, looks like they're starting to pack the front there. Ooh, Shenault's coming out wide.
And James Robinson's still there in the backfield, and it looks like Minshew thought better of sending Shenault out. He's going to come back to the left of Minshew. Quick throw to Robinson. He's got it. He makes the first man miss and tries to fight for the first down. That was a wonderful display of strength.
That was a man move right there.
Oh, wow. The undrafted rookie. What a story. It's James Robinson, undrafted rookie out of Illinois State, able to find a way on this Jacksonville team, and along with Shenault, the two of them have really been the focal point of the Jacksonville Jaguars rushing attack this season.
What a story, like you said. That kid, yeah, wow, he just gets back up in the middle of a run. Oh, actually, that was Wisconsin, sorry. But what a story, like you said. Not only is he, you know, filling a place in the heart on this team, he's filling a place in the heart on a lot of fantasy football owners' teams.
Yeah, great point. He's definitely been a fantasy football mainstay, and it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Stu continues to utilize him moving forward. This one's a throw to Chris Thompson, the scat back, gets the first down as Jadeveon Clowney making his first tackle of the day.
They're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here.
Minshew's playing pretty well thus far, Zach. You see the 5-6. Hasn't turned the ball over. Had a nice touchdown pass to Shark. I like the confidence.
The only throw he was off so far on was that first throw of the game, that deep throw. Other than that, he's like pretty sharp, pretty accurate.
And couple that with a good run game there from Chenault. He's going to get the Jaguars down to the 29-yard line. Gain of 7, and they're back to the line of scrimmage for second down.
Come on, man.
Minshew over the middle. He's got his man, and he missed him. He was trying to hit Tyler Eifert, and would have been a touchdown, but the pass sailed out of the back of the end zone for completion.
Rex Grossman,
so it's 3rd down and 3. Chris Conley in the slot. Eifert as well.
Nice throw.
23, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Conley. He could not make the catch, and decision time comes for Jacksonville.
Oh, well, we know this coach is very aggressive. If he doesn't go for it, I would honestly pinch myself to see if I'm awake.
Now Minshew.
Well, it looks like you're right there, Zach, as Jacksonville keeps the offense here for a 4th and 3. And pressure coming, and it's an incompletion. Tennessee is able to get the stop and gets the ball back at their own 29-yard line.
Big play by the defense. Kept the play in front of them. Got pressure, which is always important.
Here comes pressure from Jacksonville, and it's played well. As you see Miles Jack there to tackle Derrick Henry. 44 seemed to be twice as good as 22 on that play. Wow.
Executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So Tennessee's going to get only a yard on that play to the 29-yard line. Titans looking to take the lead back in this one, as this is a nice throw over the middle to Khalif Raymond, knocked away. We've seen some tight windows threaded from these quarterbacks receivers so far, having trouble in those catching traffic animations.
Secondary's got to be feeling pretty good about themselves right now. You know, they prepare a lot. They watch a lot of film. They want to make sure they're covering the right assignments. Oh, what a play.
And my goodness, yes it was. That was a beautiful interception by the rookie C.J. Henderson. Do you think Jacksonville found their Ramsey replacement right there? My goodness.
It's certainly an athletic play.
Yeah, he's falling backwards there to trace the ball, and gets the big turnover. So both these teams exchange turnovers there, and with Jacksonville being a turnover again. This play batted away. Wow, that ball was hanging in the air. Fortunately for Jacksonville, it does hit the turf and will be ruled an incompletion. Second down.
Maybe you can correct me, but from up here to me, it looked like it went right off the face mask of Shark.
Wow, I'd have to replay, but yeah, that could explain that ricochet. Second down and 10. Minshew over the middle yet again. Not able to hook up with DJ Chark. A couple of overthrows we've seen in the last 2 drives from Minshew.
You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield.
This is going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Screen pass, Chenault, and immediately brought down by Harold Landry. What a play. 4th down.
And the defensive coordinator and the defensive line coach especially are fucking bumping chests right now. And diagnosing a screen like that that's everything you practice for all week.
Alright, so here's a punt from Jacksonville, and it's going to fall out of bounds inside the 10. Well done there from Anger. Gets the ball to the 9-yard line.
Bro, I had Brian Anger in about 4 years.
So Tennessee now is going to take the ball at their own 9-yard line. Their own goalpost in their shadows here. And Derrick Henry, unsurprisingly, gets this first down carry. And he's brought down at the 15-yard line. That's only a second carry to Grayson.
I'm surprised the safety there tried to rip the ball out. You know, on such a big opponent, you got to worry he might just ball over you when you're trying to rip the ball out, you know?
Wow, great coverage on that play as well, Zach, as you see little RPO zone to the right and a bubble screen on the back end there was read really well. And it's quickly third down lead.
Sniff it out and finish it off.
He's going to loft one deep left side.
Both defense have done a lot of preparation.
Let's go.
And here comes that pressure. It's a deep throw, and he hit his man. It's intercepted. Instead, what a play there. We see blockers in front, a shot at the end of it. But Scott is able to get the ball back in plus territory for Jacksonville. Turnovers have been the key to this first half.
I think I see him running over for concussion protocol, it looks like. Take a shot from the lineman.
He did. Chenault's going to take this handoff. Great block in the hole from the fullback as a gain of 10 is the result. And a Jacksonville first down.
I love how Chenault did a little backstep there and made the guy in front of him miss before he went down. Not many guys can do that.
Showing off some moves right there as he tries to spin out of a tackle, but Rashawn Evans there to make that tackle. Loss of one.
Here's Minshew.
Minshew's in the gun on this second down play. Empty set. To the left. And that one almost intercepted. Kevin Byard in the area, unable to haul it in. And Jacksonville survives the would-be turnover on that throw.
The Jaguars on third down.
Yeah, Tom, I think Minshew should have scanned the field there. I saw a guy open from up here. Maybe defense was baiting me.
Minshew definitely was locked in on that target as third down. He's going to throw to his right. He's got his man, Chris Conley, finally there to make the connection down at the 4-yard line, and it is now first and goal.
That's time to come up with it on third down and put yourself on the goal line because not many people can play goal line defense.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy.
That's definitely one of the areas of struggle for both NFL users, as you see Chris Thompson get down to the inside the 1-yard line. That goal line defense, to your point, Zach, it's just so hard. You have so many different facets to try to stop the run middle, run to the outside, the play action, the quick pass. The get touch, the QB sneak, as we see that almost get into the end zone from Minshew. And it's just, there's just so many different plays the offense can call down here to get into the easy play for a touchdown.
Minshew going to keep it on the sneak, and I don't think he got there.
Defense tightens up.
They stop him right where it all
Another sneak by Minshew, and he's not able to make it into the end zone as Jones there to make the tackle. 4th down and goal at the 1. Do you go for it here, Coach?
No, I take the points. You see the way this game's gone. It's been great defense, just absolutely great defense all the way around. I mean, how do you not take the points here?
Well, if your name is Coach Stu, that's how. He's going to keep the offense out there, much to the surprise of you, I would say, Zach. Here is the split formation, and look at all the bodies at the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to run it. They're going to toss it to Thompson.
Wow.
He gets it to the end zone for the Jaguar touchdown.
Something straight out of Saturday football right there, the shovel pass. Let's go.
That's one way to get away
shovel
from...
option, I'm sorry.
That's quite the way to get away from would-be tackler, because it looked as if Vinci was dead to rights there, and he just flicks the ball to Chris Thompson, gives him just enough space on that pass to get to the outside, beat the Titan defender into the end zone, and give Jacksonville the lead. So Khalif Raymond back to return this for the Titans. He's going to get a good return to the 22-yard line. That's where the Titan offense will come back out onto the field. They threw an interception on the last drive, Zach, and with all the turnovers we've seen, do you think that confidence I mentioned earlier from Tennessee started to go away?
I don't think so. Ruben's a confident guy. He's played well this season. His team's played well. He's got good players. He's going to lean on them. See what happens there.
It's the handoff, and it's not to Derrick Henry. It's Darrington Evans. And he will get to the 27-yard line, gain of 5. And it looks like you thus far are definitely right about that, is you see them going to their number 2 running back. Nice play call there. I'm sure Jacksonville was not expecting that.
Yeah, it looked like on first down there, Jacksonville was in nickel, expecting a pass, and they just came out with the option. Motion run.
And he'll get it up near the
Same formation this time for Jacksonville. Again, the nickel, and they're going to hand it off to Henry. He's going to get the first down. So again, we're seeing when the 2 safeties are back, about 15 yards away from the line of scrimmage, Tennessee is going to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry.
You think maybe that's something you would address at halftime?
I agree, yeah. I think it's too late in this first half to try to change it. Definitely want to give him something new in the third quarter to create this chess match and force them to do something else.
Up to about the 35.
Here's first down and 10. It's Derrick Henry again. This time he's brought down after a short gain by Miles Jack. It's the second tackle of the game.
Holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got
I gotta say, this is just a classic Jacksonville, Tennessee game, though.
Low scoring indeed. A lot of turnovers, sloppy football. But this is a playoff game nonetheless. Somebody's going to advance in the division round. Nice throw, intercepted, and that second one for the day for C.J. Henderson. He's got a block, and Derrick Henry saves a touchdown. Now let's check the flag, and it's on Josh Allen. Roughing the passer is the call, and the Titans will get the ball at midfield now with 1st and 10. Big penalty right there, Zach.
Young second-year pro wipes away a big play in this playoff game. Gotta be kicking himself.
Yeah, momentum shifter right there. It's Derrick Henry now to the 35-yard line, and now the Titans have the momentum in their favor, driving to tie this game up. 1st and 10. Ryan Tannehill thrown a couple of interceptions already in this game. He's going to hand this one off. Henry's got the blocks he needs. He gets about 5. It's a nice tackle on that play. And to keep Henry at bay, a shot quarterback, the guy to make that tackle. And we just hit the 2-minute warning, so both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. I expect Tennessee to try to run as much clock as they can. If you're Jacksonville, do you call a timeout if you're able to get a stop?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen.
Here's a 2nd and 5, and Tannehill's brought down. It's a sack.
Josh Allen makes up for the mistake.
There is that timeout that we were talking about. Jacksonville does use it now that you got the sack. It's 3rd and 13. The ball's backed up to the 38-yard line. And to your point, Zach, yeah, Josh Allen there to atone for the penalty.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
3rd down. Tennessee now looking to get to the 25-yard line to keep this drive alive. He's going to go over the middle. It is brought in, and is it a catch? No. Knocked out was Jonnu Smith. I thought he brought that in, and it's now 4th down. So here comes the special teams unit and Steven Gostkowski, one for a 55-yard field goal attempt. And the 55-yard field goal attempt is good. Nicely done from Gostkowski. It trims the lead to 4. Now 14-10. So, Zach, if you're Jacksonville, you have to be pretty happy with holding Tennessee to just 3 on the drive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jacksonville's secondary has been spectacular. Their pass rush has been ferocious. I'm honestly wondering why Tennessee's not running the ball more.
That's a good question, because that's been what Tennessee has done all season long, and is what got to that 13-3 spot and a AFC South Division title. Minshew going for it all. Incomplete. DJ Chark draped in double coverage, as we see Bayard as well as Dory Jackson in coverage.
They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessful.
That's a ballsy first down play. Double coverage, and you don't even have a step on him. You really got some faith in DJ Baby Chark there, right there.
We've seen it time and time again. He does take that risk, and more times than not, it's rewarded. So,
amazingly.
I totally understand the philosophy. If I was someone to do the same thing. 2nd down and 10.
Oh,
this one is a bad throw for Minshew. It's intercepted, and Tennessee now with Dane Rukashank there to make the interception. It's the 28-yard line. and all of a sudden the Titans now have a chance to take the lead.
This one's going the other way.
Minshew, now here's the guy. It looks like he just got a little bit trigger happy there. No pressure. Goes in immediately. He had a guy running a double route. Doesn't even wait for him to break out. I'm sorry, a double move in his route. Doesn't even wait for him to break out of it to see what happens. And he just throws it to the check down, gets picked. You'd like to see a little more patience out of the second-year pro.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting play to look back on should Tennessee start running away with this game. They're down by 4. Jacksonville's hung around those far as a 7 seed, Cinderella, and that throw incomplete intended for Jonnu Smith.
Another great play by Jacksonville secondary. Whatever they're getting in their regimen, their food, I need to find out because my team needs this.
Oh, you're saying that you need to figure out what their diet is because he's doing what his team can't do.
Absolutely.
They're down in 11. What a throw from Tannehill. In stride to Corey Davis. He's rushing for the end zone, and he's unable to get there. Down at the 1 as C.J. Henderson saves the touchdown, but not until the Titans get to the goal line.
First and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Another mistake there by the rookie. Gives up the underneath route. At least he saved the touchdown.
And Derrick Henry is going to bully his way into the end zone for a Titan touchdown. It's Derrick Henry's first of the playoffs, and it gives the Titans their first lead of the day.
It's going to give them some great momentum with their run game going into the half. You got to think they're going to run the ball more in half at the end of the second half.
Yeah, the Titans are down in a familiar position, leading at halftime, and this is a Titan team that has only lost 1 game when leading at halftime this season. So if Jacksonville is able to come back and win this one, it would be just the second team in this season that has done it to Tennessee. So Jacksonville is going to decide to keep the offense in a aggressively pass-first mode as you see Minshew continue to sling the ball. This time it's Chenault who is making a bevy of defenders miss. He's brought down after a gain of 14 to the 36-yard line, and another Jacksonville first down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew.
I'm Tennessee. I'm playing back. We know he's bombing it.
First down, play action.
There's the bomb.
Here comes the deep shot, and you see the good coverage there, and it is intercepted. You are like Tony Romo with these play calls, Zach, as you see the interception from Tennessee. Adoree Jackson there to bring it home.
Man, he's going to kneel the ball for halftime.
And with time running down,
What a conservative dude.
All right, so the Titans content with the 3-point lead here. They had all their timeouts, but at their own 10-yard line decided to take the lead. And we're going to head to halftime. Absolutely. So we both agree Tennessee has the momentum going into the second half, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And I believe the Titans will get the ball first to start the second half as well. So, yes, they will. And this is an opportunity for the Titans to really open this game up. If they're going to get to 2 possessions, Zach, it's really going to make things hard for Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville offense.
I'm just interested in why this kick meter is so slow. Is this a superstar ability?
Yes, it is. So yeah, Josh Lambo does have that superstar ability that allows him to kick very slow, so that he doesn't miss any kicks ever.
Never had a good kicker. I don't.
It's just, you know, it's part of the charm of Jacksonville. Madden gods are with this team. I've mentioned that in the previous game. You see it time in and time out. So yeah, it makes sense that the kicker doesn't miss any kicks.
Yep.
Ryan Tannehill on the field here for his first drive of the second half. It's a handoff left to Derrick Henry, who's got to work like a boss to get back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1.
Really bottling him up.
Yeah, Jacksonville has done a very nice job in the rush defense category. Again, their front 7 is really where that defense is the most talented. The secondary has played really well today, but they make their own in that front.
Dude, what?
There's a flag there as Corey Davis makes the catch. Yeah, I think that is going to give it a man downfield. No, we have a roughing the passer for Miles Jack. So 15 yards, that's the second roughing the passer penalty for Jacksonville. And Zach, when we spoke with Coach Stu before the game, he mentioned the penalties being the bugaboo of those 2 matchups, especially that last game. 14-13 was the score at halftime of that last matchup. And then the pass interference penalty, about 3 of them, takes the ball at the 1 yard line for Tennessee, and they were able to get those 21 points. So did not look back from there.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier in the game, it's pretty hard to play goal line defense. So if you put someone on the 1 yard line 3 times, you're not winning that game.
Yeah, so it's now 2nd down and 3. Derrick Henry got that 7-yard gain on 1st down. This time he's going to get close to the 1st down. He got stuffed there by his own offensive lineman, and he does not make it to the 1st down marker, down for 42.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively.
You gotta think that Jackson will come out with more than 3 linemen this play. I know they got the stop there that time, but that had to have been luck.
Yeah, it was just one of those fortunate plays, and that 3rd down defense is always the interesting thing to see how guys come out defensively in these 3rd and short situations. Because a lot of the times the offense will come out in a formation like this, where you're in the shotgun, you can pass, you can run, and it puts a strain on the defense and try to provide line of scrimmage. This one's a handoff to Henry. He gets the 1st down, barely, if anything, to the 41-yard line, but the drive continues.
They're finally starting to lean on Derrick Henry. They must have heard what we were talking about at half.
It appears so, as Derrick Henry is getting more and more touches, and that's the MO of this Titan team. 2nd half, just like in real life for Tennessee, you want to run defenses out the building. Derrick Henry, another carry, another gain, this one to the 37, gain of 4. And this can set up the play action as well, Zach, so let's see if Tannehill decides to get a bootleg off of this next one.
On 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not
Tannehill's going to hand this one off to the right, and a mean stiff arm is able to get Derrick Henry positive yardage. I thought he was tackled and downed back at the 40, and he's able to stiff arm his way back to the 35. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, if you're 200 pounds or less, don't even bother trying to tackle this man.
He will make you look like an absolute fool for even testing him. We saw that stiff arm is just yet another example of the strength that Derrick Henry displays on a play-by-play basis. 3rd down and 4. It's a screen pass, and yet again, 2nd time on this drive, we see Derrick Henry run into an offensive lineman, and that caused the pass to be an incompletion. 4th down.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A
52. Surprising, I thought that this would be 4th and go for it territory for Tennessee. But they're going to try to take their points. As this Kalki from 52 is good. 2nd 50-plus yard field goal of the game for Gostkowski, and the lead now for Tennessee is 6.
It's funny, I know I talked about it earlier where I said I'd probably be more conservative in this game because the defense has been so good, but in that situation, the momentum's on your side, you just punched it in and got the ball back, from the turnover, got all the momentum. I probably would have went for it there. You're up 3 already, what's the difference if you're up 6? I mean, you know he's going to make an extra point if he scores a touchdown, right? So, probably would have went for the touchdown there.
As Chris Conley makes the catch there, gets the 1st down marker and 4 to the Jacksonville 40-yard line. And yeah, you bring up a great point there with the kicker. Yeah, you know that unless you find a way to block the kick, it's going to go in. So definitely want to see some more aggressive play from Tennessee if they get the ball in that situation again. Play action.
Dude,
Minshew, there's a flag as a big hit is administered to Tyler Eifert. And Jawan Taylor is...
That's what I'm saying. I don't ever get these flags, man.
1st and 15, that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
What the flag is that?
Illegal man downfield on a regular pass play. There's got to be some kind of miscommunication there with the tackle and what was going on that play.
Yeah, must be low on the play right there. That's going to push Jacksonville back to the 35-yard line, 1st down. Handoff to Chenault. He's going to get those yards right back to the 1-yard line. He goes. Gain of 6, and it is now 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9.
She's going to take this snap from the single back formation. He's got 2 receivers and a tight end to his right. DJ Chark, the lone man. Back to throw as Minshew. He's put down immediately after that play action fake. Harold Landry with his 1st sack of the day.
Now, that might turn out to be the biggest play of the game. We'll have to see.
It's now 3rd down and very long, 18 yards. Jacksonville has work to do to get this first, and he's going to get very close to it. To the 48-yard line is Chark, and he's just a yard short, and that's going to have to bring up the punt.
Tennessee scores here, any points at all, that's the biggest play of the game.
The sack by Landry.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out as Sam Cook. I mentioned Brian Anger earlier. That's actually Sam Cook. Back to knock this ball to the 10-yard line. Tennessee is going to get the ball up 6, and a possibility, to Zach's point, to build off the momentum from that big sack and make this a 2-possession game. Jacksonville, you're going to have to start loading the box here because you know it's Derrick Henry. Breaks the first tackle as Henry spins and is brought down at the 14. Saw a lot of green grass in front of him, Zach. It's starting to look like those defenders in Jacksonville are getting tired.
Yeah, how do you not get tired when you're facing Derrick Henry out there? When you do catch him, he just runs right over you. You're right in the lungs.
And there he goes on cue. Derrick Henry is off to the races. Here comes Henderson. He's the only man that has a chance to make the tackle, and he does. But not until Tennessee gets to the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first
on cue, Derrick Henry o'clock.
And the best part about that is clock continues to run because of the 3rd quarter, although he went out of bounds. And Henry's going to take this one, stiff arms the first man, throws him to the ground, and is going to be stopped at the 14-yard line after a gain of 3, but an eventful one at that.
Man, you think he's available for trade?
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
You would think the answer to that is probably no.
Here's Tannehill.
You never know if you don't ask, I guess.
On the screen, this is
2nd down and 7.
Into the end zone for a Tennessee
the screen pass, it's set up nicely. The blocks are there for Evans, and he's going to have a walk-in touchdown. So there you go, Zach. There's a touchdown from Tennessee, and that was all sparked off of that sack from Harold Rancher.
Yeah, this might be the point where they just keep walking away. We've seen that in the last 2 times these teams matched up. Tennessee just really starts to pour it on once Jacksonville can't hang it.
Yep, this is really just an example of what happens when you have a roster with your opponent. These 2 guys, coach-wise, are calling to plays. As you see Derrick Henry get walloped at the 4-yard line there. Wingard made that tackle, came down from the safety spot, and prevented the 2-point conversion. So it's now a 12-point game. Jacksonville trailing 2 possessions. If you're the coach of Jacksonville offensively, what do you want to try to do here on this drive to get the offense going?
Dude, make the fucking go.
Well, I don't even have time to think about it because it's already a turnover.
Yes, Minshew with the pick there. And Malcolm Butler may have already put the Jacksonville Jaguars season in ice. I know it's the 3rd quarter, it's a 2-possession game, but just the way this is going, Tennessee is starting to really pull away. And we're going to find on this drive they're able to do so. Another handoff, Henry breaks the tackle, gets to the 25, and that X Factor's got to be coming, Zach.
The way he just, like he turns a 3-yard play into 6 yards like it's nothing.
Finishes almost every single run. The University of Alabama product has really made a name for himself in Tennessee. This is an organization that's used to having stellar running back play. So this one's Evans. He tries to get outside, unable to do so. You talk about the great running backs in Tennessee, Danny George, Chris Johnson, Earl Campbell, to go back to the Oiler days. It's just amazing to me to see how talented Derrick Henry is. He's got the power, the speed, the agility. I mean, the full package.
Yeah, that's something you don't see out of big guys like him. Sometimes it's one-on-one with the safety, and he just gets right by them. I mean, what you're expecting out of him every time is just to blow the man up, and that's probably what the defender's expecting. And when you go to brace for that, he just jukes right by you, and you feel like a fool.
No!
So
No!
Jacksonville was able to get a stop here. It's 4th and 4. And the field goal was almost blocked there. It does get through the uprights. It's good. It'll extend the lead to 15. So Jacksonville's not out of the woods yet. They're down 15. They're going to need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a second touchdown to tie this game up. But with 8:56 to go and their full array of timeouts, there is still an opportunity for Gardner Minshew and this Jacksonville offense.
Start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round.
First down.
Nothing has gone right
Jacksonville
so
from the 22-yard line.
To be frank, in desperation
trying to get this drive started in the 4th quarter. Quick throw to Chenault. He's going to spin off of a tackler there and go out of bounds after a nice gain of 13 to the 35-yard line. Good enough for a Jacksonville first down.
He gets it left side of Johnson. This will be stopped.
Minshew from the gun on 1st and 10. He's going to take another quick throw here. This one is brought in by Colin Johnson, the rookie from Texas. And a timeout there from nobody. Yet again, Madden has some intriguing.
Maybe there is an injury, but they didn't show any.
Man, I don't know.
That's a pick.
Yes, it is, as Malcolm Butler with another interception, his second of the day, and this one is starting to fall apart for Jackson.
See, I just think maybe this is choose clock time.
Yeah, this is definitely the Derrick Henry run you out of the game portion. Is cut back from Henry, but he's unable to maintain his balance, brought down, and we see a bruised sternum there. I didn't get a chance to check the player there.
Colin Johnson.
Just saw who that was. It's Colin Johnson was injured. That's what that timeout was for, Zach. And so I guess now when the player is injured, you're just going to see a yellow timeout come across the screen. Get an injury timeout. That's odd.
So it's up to you to be the detective and deduce what's going on.
I guess so. Another handoff for Derrick Henry. Another stop at the line of scrimmage. Jacksonville selling out for the run here. Are you tempted to call play action here if they're down 11?
Oh, absolutely, especially with this press coverage. Then again, I'm always tempted with Henry Ruggs.
See what happens here is Ryan Tannehill's going to throw. He's rolling for his life. He's going to take a sack. He's brought down. Taven Bryan there to make the sack. He's going to cause Brett Kern to come out and punt this ball back to Jacksonville with 6.5 to play.
Plenty of time here.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
Especially with the way Jacksonville likes to play, there's plenty of time.
First down and 10.
Yep, it may have been premature on my part to possibly say this game was reaching the end, as Jacksonville is still in this game, down 2 possessions, 45-yard line. Minshew. Quick throw to Chenault. He's going to get it to the 46-yard line, make that a gain of 9. And this drive's underway.
I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Been a fun one so far, the third AFC wildcard game in the NFASL.
And he's just going to get rid of this.
Second down and 1.
Minshew extends the play.
And now it's third.
Throws that away, and good coverage from Tennessee there as you saw nobody on that side of the field to bring up a third down.
I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
Jacksonville needs to get to the 45-yard line to extend this drive.
Knock the button right there.
Minshew back to throw. It's intercepted, and a diving one at that. Oh my goodness. Christian Fulton, the rookie from LSU, makes the interception, and I don't know what to say, Zach. Do you think Jacksonville's going to be able to overcome that interception? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't think so. Minshew, with that last one right there, he's starting to me look like Oprah over here going, you get an interception, you get an interception, you get an interception, everyone gets an interception.
So Tennessee now with the ball is 5 minutes and 19 seconds away from advancing as Derrick Henry breaks off another big run. Down the sideline he goes. This time, C.J. Henderson has to shove him out of bounds at the 3-yard line, but Derrick Henry was let loose in that last one.
Jay Henderson got to be begging for help for the rest of this defense.
Yeah, as the X Factor is here for Derrick Henry, and he makes good use of it there as he's violently thrown down at the 2-yard line after trucking over a man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time
is that
they get him
offside?
behind the line.
Looks like there was no flag there. Clean play. Time that snap perfectly, I'm assuming, is
Made it very difficult right there.
Henry's brought down at the 3-yard line. Excuse me, Cleve Raymond brought down at the 3-yard line. And Derrick Henry's not in the game here, Zach. You see Derrickson Evans back there. He's going to take the handoff left. He's going to try to get outside. He is, wow, spectacularly brought down through a blocker. I am shocked that tackle was made right there. I can't believe that.
Well, if you're Tennessee, I mean, you're still making it a 3-possession game, so I guess you're not upset no matter what.
Right, as it's now 32-14. Piskowski, that was his easiest field goal of the day. He's already hit a couple of 50-yarders. That one was about from 26 out. So, 3-possession game now, down 18 with 3 minutes left. It sounds like the clock might be striking midnight for the NFASL Cinderella. And Jacksonville, again, going 9-7 with this roster. Outstanding coaching job for Coach Stu to have his guys in a playoff situation in year one. See the deep throw here at the chart. It's intercepted. This time, it's Adoree Jackson. He's going to cut back. He's got a block in front. And he is brought down at the 41-yard line. And that should just about do it.
Is that 5 or 6? I lost count.
Interception number's 5 for Gardner Minshew. And it just has not been his day trying to throw the ball and connect with DJ Chark.
You gotta go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
So Derrick Henry's going to more than likely get another 4 to 5 carries here, as we're 3 minutes away from this one being over. And to my chagrin, Ryan Tannehill's going to tuck it himself and run for 4. They're going to throw the ball there and thought better of it.
So given that Tennessee's got this one in the bag, what's the next round looking like in the AFC?
So with this win for Tennessee, they are the 2 seed. They will take on Kansas City Chiefs here in Tennessee next week. And the Pittsburgh Steelers will be traveling to New England to take on the 16-0 New England Patriots in the NFASL AFC divisional round. So 2 really great matchups. Titans and Chiefs, that's a great clash of styles. As you see Tannehill throwing the ball here and got the touchdown for A.J. Brown. So pouring it on are the Tennessee Titans. What do you think of that play call, Zach?
Oh man, that's just beautiful. I mean, you know, that's what you want out of a coach. You think, hey, he's just running the ball. Oh no, baby, it's playoffs. We're dropping it on your head.
Yeah, really a statement drive on that possession from Tennessee. Again, trying to eliminate an AFC South rival in Jacksonville. And they're doing it in style. So this is going to be an interesting press conference after the game with Coach Stu. Again, he's one of the more vocal coaches in this league. Always has something to say, win or lose. So it's going to be quite the spectacle to see the media ask him questions after the game.
Well, you know, the first question always with Stu is, so you claimed you were going to win the Super Bowl, what happened?
Minshew's going to take off and run. He's going to get good yardage to the 40 as there's a minute and a half to go. Jacksonville has all 3 of their timeouts, but will not use it on this play. Minshew back to throw in the middle. That's another interception. That's the game. That's a pick 6 for Tennessee. Those of you still watching, you can turn off the headset, you can turn off the phone. This one's over.
I wanted you to remember what we said back in the game, and this is what happens with these 2 teams. Both 2 times they played, as soon as Tennessee got a little bit of a lead, Jacksonville just couldn't hang anymore.
And to your point, you were spot on in mentioning that sack from Harold Landry back in the third quarter
Fielded just outside the
was
goal line.
the difference.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the
Well, here's Herndon to
23.
take the kick back, and he will quickly make his way to the 23-yard line where he's brought down. And with a minute 18 to go, Tennessee now is looking to get maybe one more reception just for stats' sake and get out of here a victor. So Chenault's going to take the handoff. It's good to see that Jacksonville is more content with just trying to get out of here as well. Not try to extend this game too much as it's a quick throw to Chenault. Gain of 1. And
he's playing quick, no huddling, but he's only sending Tyler Eifert deep.
Yeah, interesting stuff here from Jacksonville. As Minshew this time is going to weave one. That one could have been intercepted. Throw that right to a couple of Tennessee Titans, and it is now fourth down.
They're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense out of the field, Zach, and this is absolutely going to be the last play of the game. Jacksonville, they don't get this first down. This is the throw to Chenault. He's close, but no cigar. Evans makes the tackle, and that'll do it for the Jacksonville Jaguars 2020 campaign. There is a review here, and I cannot read that font. I'm sorry.
The ruling on the field was upheld.
Looks like they're going to uphold the call of it being short of the line to gain, and we see a kneel from Ryan Tannehill as the Tennessee Titans will win their first AFC playoff game in Coach Rubin's return. And we'll have a date with the Kansas City Chiefs. So our final score here, 46-14, Tennessee. Any last thoughts from you, Zach?
Yeah, you got to be happy for Coach Rubes here. It's his first year back in the NFASL, and he's showing that he can be a dominant force. Also, you got to question what's going on there with two 7 picks at the end of the season. It's going to be a long offseason for him.
Yep, and now they're going to look forward to the draft. Jacksonville does have the Rams' first-round pick, so that'll be a top 3 pick for him, as well as his own pick. So, for all of you tuning in, thank you for watching NFASL playoff action. I'm Thomas Jones, and for Zach Sarquist and the rest of our crew, we wish you a good night, and stay tuned for the NFC wildcard games to come.